Hello and welcome to Better Body Movement. This class is designed to walk you through some of the most commonly corrupted movement patterns and help you to fix those in order to start feeling well throughout the day. So what we'll do is we're going to start with some self-myofascial release or self-massage in order to loosen the tight muscles in your body. Then we're going to get into a workout routine that actually will teach you how to completely change the way that you move in order to feel well. I'm excited that you've joined us. Please like this video or subscribe to the channel. If you subscribe, you're going to get notifications of when we do go live, as well as any new videos that we post. So you do those right now, that way we make sure we have them done. We'll see you in a little bit. Oftentimes, I have clients come to me and say that they feel like they have ribs that are out. This is caused by muscles creating undue tension on the ribs and vertebrae. The first muscle to focus on when we do our work is the latissimus dorsi. This muscle originates from the bottom 6 thoracic vertebrae to the sacrum, then spans past the lower 3 to 4 ribs and inserts in the humerus. Start with a foam roller placed on the thoracic spine. You're going to begin by pressing your elbow up to the ceiling and then dropping down to the floor. I like to imagine holding a tray on my elbows that I'm pushing to the ceiling and then relaxing to the floor. Repeat this for 7 to 10 repetitions and then move on to overhead extension. While on the thoracic spine, starting with your palms towards the knees and arms straight, extend the arms overhead, pointing your thumbs towards the floor. To intensify each side, simply roll over onto one side. Try to relax in the tender points. Complete 7 to 10 repetitions with the foam roller in 3 different parts of the ribs. Now we're going to work the erector spinae and transverso spinalis. These muscles line your vertebrae on both sides. The erector spinae is deep, yet even deeper are the multifidus and semispinalis. The deepest muscles connected to the vertebrae are the rotatories, and in the low back, the intertransversarii. Start with 2 lacrosse balls and place them by the neck. The lacrosse balls should be touching as you begin to roll your body up, forcing the lacrosse balls down your spine. Do this slowly. You should only press further if you can fully tolerate your body pressure on top of the lacrosse balls. It could take anywhere from 30 seconds to 1 minute before that muscle relaxes. Then you can press the lacrosse balls down a little bit further. You may need to work gradually through this because your muscle will be so tender you can't tolerate all of your body weight's pressure into the lacrosse balls. In order to create a greater release, do not rush this. It should take cumulatively close to 15 minutes to work your way down the entire spine. Oftentimes, I have clients come to me and say that they feel like they have ribs that are out. This is caused by muscles creating undue tension on the ribs and vertebrae. The first muscle to focus on when we do our work is the latissimus dorsi. This muscle originates from the bottom 6 thoracic vertebrae to the sacrum, then spans past the lower 3 to 4 ribs and inserts in the humerus. Start with a foam roller placed on the thoracic spine. You're going to begin by pressing your elbow up to the ceiling and then dropping down to the floor. I like to imagine holding a tray on my elbows that I'm pushing to the ceiling and then relaxing to the floor. Repeat this for 7 to 10 repetitions and then move on to overhead extension.
While on the thoracic spine, starting with your palms towards the knees and arms straight, extend the arms overhead, pointing your thumbs towards the floor. To intensify each side, simply roll over onto one side. Try to relax in the tender points. Complete 7 to 10 repetitions with the foam roller in 3 different parts of the ribs. Now we're going to work the erector spinae and transverso spinalis. These muscles line your vertebrae on both sides. The erector spinae is deep, yet even deeper are the multifidus and semispinalis. The deepest muscles connected to the vertebrae are the rotatories, and in the low back, the intertransverse area. Start with 2 lacrosse balls and place them by the neck. The lacrosse balls should be touching as you begin to roll your body up, forcing the lacrosse balls down your spine. Do this slowly. You should only press further if you can fully tolerate your body pressure on top of the lacrosse balls. It could take anywhere from 30 seconds to 1 minute before that muscle relaxes. Then you can press with the lacrosse balls down a little bit further. You may need to work gradually through this because your muscle will be so tender you can't tolerate all of your body weight's pressure into the lacrosse balls. In order to create a greater release, do not rush this. It should take cumulatively close to 15 minutes to work your way down the entire spine. Oftentimes, I have clients come to me and say that they feel like they have ribs that are out. This is caused by muscles creating undue tension on the ribs and vertebrae. The first muscle to focus on when we do our work is the latissimus dorsi. This muscle originates from the bottom 6 thoracic vertebrae to the sacrum, then spans past the lower 3 to 4 ribs and inserts in the humerus. Start with the foam roller placed on the thoracic spine. You're going to begin by pressing your elbow up to the ceiling and then dropping down to the floor. I like to imagine holding a tray on my elbows that I'm pushing to the ceiling and then relaxing to the floor. Repeat this for 7 to 10 repetitions and then move on to overhead extension. While on the thoracic spine, starting with your palms towards the knees and arms straight, extend the arms overhead, pointing your thumbs towards the floor. To intensify each side, simply roll over onto one side. Try to relax in the tender points. Complete 7 to 10 repetitions with the foam roller in 3 different parts of the ribs. Now we're going to work the erector spinae and transverso spinalis. These muscles line your vertebrae on both sides. The erector spinae is deep, yet even deeper are the multifidus and semispinalis. The deepest muscles connected to the vertebrae are the rotatories, and in the low back, the intertransverse area. Start with 2 lacrosse balls and place them by the neck. The lacrosse balls should be touching as you begin to roll your body up, forcing the lacrosse balls down your spine. Do this slowly. You should only press further if you can fully tolerate your body pressure on top of the lacrosse balls. It could take anywhere from 30 seconds to 1 minute before that muscle relaxes. Then you can press with the lacrosse balls down a little bit further. You may need to work gradually through this because your muscle will be so tender you can't tolerate all of your body weight's pressure into the lacrosse balls. In order to create a greater release, do not rush this. It should take cumulatively close to 15 minutes to work your way down the entire spine.
All right. Good morning.
or afternoon, depends on when you're joining us. Let me get the audio set up here. We are going to be working on our total body workout today, so hopefully you're ready for that. Remember, at the beginning of the video, we'll show you the tools that you'll need to do these exercises at home, so don't worry about that. Just get the tools you might possibly need, but really there's not a lot. It's designed to be able to do this without any equipment. So just keep that in mind. Remember, these are the dedicates that we have on our board today, so we want to make sure that we continue to pray for these individuals each day as we go through our class here. So we don't ever want to forget those individuals as we go. Our verse of the day: many are the sorrows of the wicked, but steadfast love surrounds the one who trusts in the Lord. Psalm 32:10. So there you go. That's what we've got. All right, time to get ready for this total body workout. So go ahead and see if you follow along with either the beginner, intermediate, or advanced. Those are the tools that you would want. So a foam roller, chair, that's what's behind me here. Intermediate, I'm just using some hand weights. So if you have hand weights, you can use those at home. And just a little washcloth to create some tension.
Get ready.
Or we can use bands. So depending on what you've got and what you need. So go ahead, get those shoulders warmed up, small circles forward, about 15 seconds. Then we'll switch, okay, go backwards, small circles, making sure we get through all of these warm-ups. Very good. Big circles forward. Try to really work those shoulder blades. So it's not just, rotating the joint here. It's actually taking the whole shoulder back, up, reaching through the ceiling, and trying to take the whole shoulder through a range of motion. Okay? And backwards, making sure we get both sets in there. Okay? Internal and external rotation. Again, shoulder blades should be working here, right? So these lines on my shoulders should be moving, right? I'm pulling my shoulders back behind my ears, and coming forward, back and coming forward. Lois! Good morning.
He's got eyes on the back of his head too.
Good like that. Always watching
It's your
Marsha.
dad. Right?
Yeah, where there's glass against the wall and I can see the door.
Yes, he doesn't have eyes at the back of his head.
It's those well-placed reflective things that... Very good. Nice march. Get those legs warmed up. Lois, I'll grab you a chair.
Yeah, I didn't find any either. Any this things.
You're going to stay away from the floor.
I can see them.
Oh, yeah.
So are you getting all organized? Something warm.
Well, no, she keeps her hot.
Yep, I was gonna say, you might let it warm up a little bit. Don't just start pulling right away.
All right, are we? Are we ready to start?
It's about leg swings.
Oh.
Oh no, yeah, hip flexor, sorry. Just went out of the leg swings.
Yeah, that's
So, you can tell we're a live class around here. Working through that hip flexor. Make sure you really tuck that butt underneath, pinch your cheeks nice and tight, and then you can kind of step up, pull the knee up, switch the leg and back, squeeze the butt cheek tight. So round one for you will probably just be a warm-up. So just take round one real easy. I can't remember because I have on Friday.
3, 2, 1. Get ready for row squats.
Yeah, his INR was kind of in the range they wanted. So it was 2.0 when they tested, and they want him between 2.0 and 3.
3,
so
2,
hoping to take it
1.
up a little bit
Row
because
squats.
he's on the low end. So just playing around with the medication, trying to get him within range. Hopefully he's only on that. Yeah, well, they finally, Mayo kind of chewed out Mercy. And because we went in and they were supposed to do just a capillary test onto just a blood drop.
That's halfway.
Yeah, no, they did a full blood draw. They stuck a needle in him and he was yelling and screaming and ended up with bruises on his wrist from the one nurse holding him so tight. Like, and I told him, I said, I'm pretty sure they ordered a capillary test. It should be just a finger poke. We don't do
3,
that.
2,
Nurse tells me.
1.
Well,
Transition to chest press lunge.
Nurse just had the blood draw left. So yeah. So then Mayo called down and contacted the nurse, and all of a sudden they do the finger poke.
3,
Interesting.
2, 1. Chest press lunge.
So, yeah, it was, but it's good. So now they'll just do a finger poke on him when he goes in to check his INR. Okay, again, stay nice and tall, ladies. As we go through these movements, you're still compressing that core. Okay, so we shouldn't be shifting
That's halfway.
our low back.
I was waving at no one in my arm.
Good control. Good control through your movement. Squeezing nice and tight. Remember, you can break down the movements.
3, 2,
not do them simultaneously.
1. Transition to hammer curl. Good mornings.
If you can, we want to work towards doing them at the same time, right? Because it's two separate movements that can work together. So it makes it
3,
work a little bit harder.
2, 1. Hammer curl. Good mornings. That's halfway.
All right, good work.
3, 2, 1. Transition to step up overhead press.
Okay, step up overhead press. So we're going to balance on one foot. Make sure you're really squeezing down on that leg. Also the glute, right? So you're pinching the penny between the butt cheeks.
3,
really tight.
2,
and then brace
1.
the stomach.
Step up overhead
Hands
press.
are up overhead. I want you to think someone's coming at you to smack you in the belly. Keep it tight.
That's halfway.
Okay, good. Core compression. Okay, squeezing tight, tight, tight. Get your butt cheeks nice and tight. Remember, as we step, I don't want your hips
3,
hike in the
2,
air, right? We're not
1.
lifting the hip up.
Transition to tricep press down step back lunge.
Yep, that back down, okay? Tricep press down.
3, 2, 1.
Back.
Tricep press down step back lunge.
Good. More stay tall, tall, tall. Remember, when we do a lunge, we want both legs to be pushing through the floor, so his feet should be driving down
That's
straight
halfway.
the knees. Okay, good compression, nice and tight. Okay, and those triceps, we're just trying to straighten the elbow as much as you can, right? Get it straight, but also pinch really hard into your ribs, like you're trying to crush a walnut
3,
between your arms
2,
and ribs.
1.
Tight.
Transition to hamstring curl pull-up cards.
All right, last one for round one. Okay, make sure we squeeze those heels nice and tight. Put that there just so
3,
it doesn't roll away out.
2, 1. Hamstring curl pull-up cards.
And again, if you're doing external rotation, squeeze your elbows tight to your ribs. So I want you to put a walnut right here. Crack that walnut. Okay. Walnut right there. Okay. So again, put that walnut right
That's
here
halfway.
inside the armpit. Squeeze that nice and tight. Then create your external rotation, or shoulders down and out of the ears, and do the straight arm pull. Okay, squeeze, tight, tight, sit tall, tall, tall. Right, that string should be pulling you up to the ceiling. Good, squeeze those
3,
all the way through.
2, 1. Long rest.
Okay, long rest, go ahead and get a drink. Remember, round 2, 3, 4, make sure you're paying attention to what your body needs. If you need just on these to try to get your body to connect and your brain to get the muscle tissue moving, move really slow. Try to control the movement as you go through each one. If you want more repetition or resistance, go for that to kind of what we call calorie burn, or creating a greater neurological demand because you're trying to do things quicker or with more resistance. So either way is fine, but pick what you need.
3, 2, 1. Get ready for row squats. Three, 2, 1. Row squats.
That's pretty unusual.
That's halfway.
Remembering how long it takes to heal.
Very good, ladies. Remember, with those rows, as you stand up, pinch the butt cheeks and push your hips forward.
3,
Right? It should
2,
drive those
1.
hips all the way
Transition to chest press lunge.
Okay, chest press lunge. Here you go. Since you guys aren't one on each side of me, I get to do this today.
3, 2,
Keep
1.
one eye on you.
Chest press lunge.
Okay. Very good squeeze. Remember, stay tall and tight through the core. I do not want that to change. Very good, ladies.
That's halfway.
Compress, compress, compress. Awesome. Remember, put that beach ball in front of the chest. That's what we're doing with those presses, right? We're pressing the elbow into the beach ball and trying to pop that beach ball with the elbows. That's
3,
get that
2,
chest to work
1.
it's supposed to.
Transition to hammer curl good mornings.
Awesome. Hammer curl good mornings. So make sure, as we set up on these, your good mornings, your butt is traveling backwards when you stand up.
3,
Don't finish halfway,
2,
right?
1.
Do your curl.
Hammer curl good mornings.
Drive your hips and tuck your butt underneath. Pinch the penny, then create your curl. Pinch your penny, then curl those hands. Ooh, Marsha, like it. Grab it a little lower on the band. Getting a little more resistance. Like that. Very good work, ladies. Again, doing your
That's
absolute
halfway.
best. Okay? For what you need. Right? This is all about your body and what your body needs through this. Exactly the same, but a little bit more. Good core compression the whole time. This should not change.
3, 2, 1. Transition to step up overhead press.
Good. Step up overhead press. Again, if you go through a balance of any kind, make sure that you're really squeezing the leg you're standing on, right? So
3,
squeeze like that
2,
TMO
1.
leg day.
Step up overhead press.
Butt cheek is tight. Core is tight. That's what's going to give you stability. It's when we have weakness in any of the joints that all of a sudden we fall apart when we're trying to balance. So make sure leg tight, core tight, glutes tight. Okay, so really squeeze that upper thigh as you stand.
That's halfway.
And you're pushing your foot into the floor, holding that core tight, and then pinching your butt cheeks together super duper tight. Trying to railroad a penny.
Three, 2, 1. Transition to tricep press down, step back lunge.
Okay, tricep press downs. So again, remember, squeeze those arms like you're trying to pinch a walnut between your arms and your ribs.
3,
and then
2,
straighten those elbows.
1.
Tight.
Tricep press down, step back lunge.
Then when we go through those lunges, again, both knees are trying to straighten, right? So bend both knees and then straighten both knees, right? So we're not trying to load our body way forward on the front leg to put all of the weight on the front. We want 50-50, okay? 50%
That's
weight on the
halfway.
front leg, 50% on the back. Straighten both knees. It's going to be more effective in getting you to be able to actually stand up out of that lunge position. Okay? Good tight squeeze.
3, 2, 1. Transition to hamstring curl pull aparts.
Awesome. Good hamstring curls. Remember with those pull aparts, squeeze the arm tight to
3,
the ribs.
2, 1. Hamstring curl pull aparts.
Okay, good check here. Pull those hamstrings, right? Bending the knee or driving the heels into the foam roller. Make sure you squeeze those shoulders down and back. And what really helps is when we think through the squeeze, the arm into the ribs. That helps pull the shoulders into place. Then create your external rotation.
That's halfway.
Pull apart, same thing. Pulling the shoulders down and out of the ears. All the while, core compressed. Sit tall, shoulders back. Sit tall, sit tall, sit tall. Good work, ladies. Bend those knees, firm, firm, firm.
3, 2, 1. Long rest.
So the good news is, at any point, if you think, wow, that's way too much to think about, you're right. It is. That's why we continually say each one of those things, right? That was the action we're trying to create is secondary to the stabilizers that we're trying to use, the butt, the belly, and the bra strap. Those things need to stay tight as we generate movement. That's what will make us more efficient with the movement that we create. Get a good rest.
Three, 2, 1. Get ready for row squats.
Just because I don't think she can be in the same spot anymore. So, but yeah, a little bit better today.
3, 2,
It's been nice.
1. Row squats.
I've really shortened up my days this week, so I'll still be home around 1 or so today. Well, and now I'm afraid she's moving around the house. She's going to get more stressed out after seeing a week of me being in charge.
That's halfway.
It's like, no. Well, you had a lot of fun. Let's say
What your kids will remember.
let's say we pick up. My wife says there's a difference between picking
3,
up and cleaning.
2, 1. Transition to chest press lunge.
It's not necessarily clean. Very good, ladies. Here we go.
3,
Rotate
2,
around again. Beach ball
1.
in the chest.
Chest press lunge.
Okay, drive the elbows into that beach ball, nice and tight. So as you go through, press, squeeze tight to the center of your chest, all the way through. Good, Marsha, working on that bend in the back knee. Like it.
That's halfway.
Good, ladies. Nice compression. Butt, belly, bra strap, right? Put that on a continual loop. Keep telling yourself, I'm going to squeeze my butt cheeks. I got to compress my core like I'm getting smacked. And I've got to get my bra strap
3,
nice and
2,
tight with those shoulder
1.
blades.
Transition to hammer curl. Good mornings.
Good mornings. Remember, with the good mornings, your butt is traveling
3,
backwards here, not
2, 1.
slumping.
Hammer curl. Good mornings.
I want to actually get flat, create the compression, and then drive the hips backwards. This should pull you a little bit onto your heels if you're doing it right. Okay? It should feel like, oh, I might be tipping a little bit backwards. Push your butt way, way back. You should really reach for the wall. That's why I say in the beginning especially,
That's halfway.
actually stand next to the wall with 7-8 inches between you and the wall, and then try to touch your butt against the wall and then stand up. If you can, go ahead and scoot out 1 inch. Try again. Push your butt back, pressing the core. Right? So that's the ideal or the focus of this movement.
3, 2,
Is hips
1.
horizontal.
Transition to step up overhead press.
Good. Step up overhead press. Again, good core compression. Squeeze your quad really tight, right? So we're not just passively,
3,
kind of bending
2,
the knee and standing
1.
there, but
Step up overhead press.
your foot into the floor, hold firm, and push through. Remember, if you want to balance on one foot, make sure you switch at the halfway point. That's perfectly fine. Then again, as you balance and you move your arms, that's going to challenge your brain with your balance because all of a sudden it's a new component. The lower half is trying to hold firm.
That's
the
halfway.
lower half is creating movement that generates a new type of stimulus within the brain that's going to make it harder for that balance. Right, so you might balance and just do 3-4 presses, whatever you want to do, then switch feet. Go all the way through. You might be doing step-ups on an actual step.
3,
and doing
2,
some presses.
1. Transition to tricep press down, step back lunge.
Tricep press down, step back lunge. Think about your walnuts.
3, 2,
Under those arms.
1.
Tight.
Tricep press down, step back lunge.
Okay, shoulders down and back. Drive. Those elbows straight. Remember, a large part of even getting up is usually we might have something beside us or in front of us. We want to work that movement together, and that's a tricep movement.
That's halfway.
Through to help pull us up. Very good.
Three, 2, 1. Transition to hamstring curl. Pull apart. 3, 2, 1. Hamstring curl. Pull apart.
Okay, so again, bend those knees hard. Pull, 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 pull. Sit tall, shoulders set. And then pinch that walnut between the arms. Tight, tight, tight. We're making salad, ladies. Using walnuts. Crack them open. Tight, tight squeeze.
That's halfway.
Not cheap. Good, good, good.
Three, 2, 1. long rest.
Great work, ladies. One more round, okay? Last round, just recall what you're trying to accomplish, okay? You're trying to accomplish simply getting the brain to connect to compound movements or doing 2 movements at once. Move nice and slow. Make sure you have control through it. If you've already worked through that, you want to just get a little more fitness out of it. You can add resistance or try to move a little bit quicker through that movement. Just remember what it is for you so you get what you need out of the exercises.
Three, 2, 1. Get ready for row squats. Three, 2, 1. Row squats.
Here we go. Last round, give me your absolute best through the movement. Good core compression. Squeeze those glutes nice and tight. Remember, as you sit the hips back, you should be ripping that floor apart. So think there's a paper under your feet, and you're trying to pull the paper apart.
That's halfway.
The whole time. From when you start in a standing position to when you sit, rip, 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 rip. Squeeze your butt cheeks tight at the top. Sit back down. Rip, 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 rip. Squeeze your butt cheeks up top. Strong pulls through those shoulders. If you're
3,
against the wall,
2,
you're still pressing into
1.
the floor. Squeeze.
Transition to chest press lunge.
Awesome. Rotate around. Remember your chest press. We're thinking a B12 in front of the chest. And you're popping it with the elbows driving
3,
through. So we're not
2,
just pushing the
1.
here.
Chest press lunge.
So drive the elbows to your center. Good tight squeeze. And remember, if we end up with some sort of shoulder issue, anything like that, don't worry about the movement. Don't worry about the movement, the extension. Worry about stability. Right? Typically, stability is going to correct instability in the shoulder, right? The joint. So we want to work first on making sure the scapula can stay set down and back as far as possible. That's why I say squeeze that bra strap. Right? Pull those shoulders way down out of the ears.
3,
way back
2,
as far as you can.
1. Transition to hammer curl. Good mornings.
Very good. Okay, good mornings. Push your butt horizontally. Reach your butt back to the wall. Again, stand
3,
on the wall.
2,
Push your butt
1.
back.
Hammer curl. Good mornings.
And then squeeze up. 14 inches is what I'm trying to go. Right? I'm trying to push my butt 14 inches back. And then squeeze up. Right? So that's the focus. Horizontal movement of the hips.
That's halfway.
Vertical movement of the chest. I'm not reaching for the toes. Very different. Butt back. Reach. Then squeeze up. And the straighter your knees, the more you're going to feel this in the back side of the leg, hamstring. Right, up nice and
3,
tall, nice and tall.
2,
Shoulders,
1.
back.
Transition to step up overhead press.
Awesome work, ladies. Step up, overhead press. And if you're trying
3,
to balance, make sure
2,
you squeeze
1.
the muscle
Step
tissue
up overhead press.
from your foot all the way through. Okay, so that foot that you stand on, kind of grip the floor, squeeze that leg nice and tight, get the butt cheeks tight. Right? The more we do this, the easier that pattern becomes to remember. So the more naturally we begin to squeeze those muscles through the movement without really thinking about it.
That's halfway.
We want to take the time to think about it now, so that way as we do it through the normal day, say taking steps, it becomes a little easier and more naturally to take those steps as we're going. Good squeeze. Butt cheeks. More tight. That belly wax.
3,
Shoulders
2,
down and back.
1. Transition to tricep press down step back lunge.
Awesome. Tricep press down. Step back lunge.
3, 2, 1. Tricep press down, step back lunge.
Tricep press down, so straighten those elbows, squeeze them tight to the ribs, and then straighten your arms as hard as you possibly can. I want you to think hyperextend that elbow, okay? Drive them straight, shoulders down and back. Core is
That's halfway.
This is all hard work, but that's good. Without the hard work, you wouldn't create change. Move your positions. More nice and tight. Drive those arms.
3,
Ladies,
2,
there.
1. Transition to hamstring curl pull cards.
Last one. Then we just get to enjoy the weekend. I know you guys never have anything going on.
3,
except pure
2,
enjoyment.
1. Hamstring curl pull cards.
You tell I'm more forward nerve.
Here we go. Good squeeze. Pull those heels hard. Sit nice and tall. Shoulders down and back.
That's halfway.
Good squeeze.
She'll be back on the We've got lots more.
There you go.
3,
Almost there.
2, 1. Way to be rock stars.
Hey, very good work today, ladies. Appreciate you guys checking in, getting through the workouts. Remember, if you have any questions, please reach out. I'm here to help. Anything pain and posture related, that is what we're working on. There are different ways that I can help you, or at least get you on the right track. So feel free, reach out. That's the whole point of having this class and having the ability to comment. So if you need anything else from me, you can always shoot me an email or give me a text, and I will try to help you out just as much as possible, okay? Hopefully you have an absolutely wonderful weekend. I know for us, at least in this area, we're going to warm up a little bit after our sub-zeros today, so that should be really good. Anyway, have a wonderful weekend. Again, reach out if you need anything. We're going to finish off with the upper back self-myofascial release. And remember, anytime we're doing SMR work, you need to be focused on you. If you have no pain in your body right now, awesome. Do this SMR anyway, because it might reveal to you something that we could work on before it becomes a problem. If you have something that needs to be worked on that's not the back or not today's SMR, go to your dashboard on the website and pick what you need to work on. Okay, you have access to every single area of the body. So if we're doing upper back and you've got a foot problem for plantar fasciitis, go to that video and work on it. Okay, that's the whole point, is that we get both relaxation of really tight muscles and then contraction in our weak muscles. Okay, have a wonderful weekend. I will see you on Monday for our core day.
Oftentimes, I have clients come to me and say that they feel like they have ribs that are out. This is caused by muscles creating undue tension on the ribs and vertebrae. The first muscles to focus on when we do our work is the latissimus dorsi. This muscle originates from the bottom 6 thoracic vertebrae to the sacrum, then spans past the lower 3 to 4 ribs and inserts in the humerus. Start with a foam roller placed on the thoracic spine. You're going to begin by pressing your elbow up to the ceiling and then dropping down to the floor. I like to imagine holding a tray on my elbows that I'm pushing to the ceiling and then relaxing to the floor. Repeat this for 7 to 10 repetitions and then move on to overhead extension. While on the thoracic spine, starting with your palms towards the knees and arms straight, extend the arms overhead, pointing your thumbs towards the floor. To intensify each side, simply roll over onto one side, Try to relax in the tender points. Complete 7 to 10 repetitions with a foam roller in 3 different parts of the ribs. Now we're going to work the erector spinae and transverso spinalis. These muscles line your vertebrae on both sides. The erector spinae is deep, yet even deeper are the multifidus and semispinalis. The deepest muscles connected to the vertebrae are the rotatories, and in the low back, the intertransversarii. Start with 2 lacrosse balls and place them by the neck. The lacrosse balls should be touching as you begin to roll your body up, forcing the lacrosse balls down your spine. Do this slowly. You should only press further if you can fully tolerate your body pressure on top of the lacrosse balls. It could take anywhere from 30 seconds to 1 minute before that muscle relaxes. Then you can press with the lacrosse balls down a little bit further. You may need to work gradually through this because your muscle will be so tender you can't tolerate all of your body weight's pressure into the lacrosse balls. In order to create a greater release, do not rush this. It should take cumulatively close to 15 minutes to work your way down the entire spine.